is Margaret Schlachter of Mud Run Guide. Yesterday, Spartan Race and DailyBurn officially announced the new Spartan Race on-demand program through DailyBurn.com. The training program is taught by Spartan Pro-Team member and experienced coach and obstacle racing athlete Kevin Donoghue. And today, Kevin joins me to talk about the program and why it just might be something you want to add to your training routine in 2017. So thanks, Kevin, for being here.
Thanks for having me, Margaret. It's great to see you again.
Yeah, this is great. So yesterday, big news in Spartan world announcing the DailyBurn.com Spartan training program. So can you, you're like the lead coach on this new program. So can you talk to us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I mean, it was really cool. First of all, to get chosen for that, being that it's the first time that Spartan Race has ever really put out a workout video, was a total honor. But it was probably one of the scariest things I've ever done in my life. I mean, I've done TV, I've been on it, but there's the other part of it is actually having to get out there and perform, not only just using everything you know as like a trainer and as a coach and knowing the whole world of Spartan obstacle course racing, but then having to explain it to everyone, like in a TV setting with cameras everywhere and the mics and just a million people watching you. It was literally like standing in front of a room full of people completely naked. It was tough. It was really, really hard, but probably one of the coolest experiences I'll ever have in my life.
So then if you had to describe who this program is geared towards, I know you kind of gave me a little bit of a preview before it was officially announced a couple months ago, but so who is this program for and who is it designed to sort of fit into what lifestyle?
If you look at the program itself, it's actually geared for the beginner to the intermediate person in terms of fitness. The program was designed really to introduce people who have never had obstacle course racing experience before, to give them a foundation to help them for their first ever race. It's also for the person that's maybe done a few races and wasn't maybe as successful as they wanted to be. So this helps them, give them a greater foundation going into their next season or into their next race, so they have a little better complete total body strength, control, and endurance, so they'll be more successful the next time. And if you're a more advanced person, it's a great way to just get total body mobility, add another workout, and it's still hard enough where it's going to force you to push. So you could be a very fit and well-trained athlete and still go in there and get an amazing sweat without having to have a ton of equipment. We all travel. I mean, you and I, we've been traveling doing this for 7 years now. So it's a lot of hotel rooms. It's a lot of places with gyms that have nothing more than like a 10-pound dumbbell and like a treadmill or old crappy universal like machine. So you really have to rely on your own expertise and your own ability to kind of like make something out of nothing. With DailyBurn Spartan, the most you would ever need is classic Spartan stuff, maybe a bucket, a rock, a log, a waste paper basket. Anything that's around you could use in this program to get a really, really great workout no matter where you are.
That's perfect. That was going to be the next thing that I asked about, was what tools do you need? I mean, all the photos we've seen so far, we've seen people with sandbells and with buckets, and I saw a photo of a gentleman with a giant log. So
that one out of the woods, right at Joe's farm. We took that right out of the woods, and we actually still have it at the studio.
So if I want to join the program, you said I don't need a whole lot, but what would be maybe a couple tools that I would kind of need to have in my arsenal that you would say would be to have the most effective and, get the most out of this program?
I'd say anywhere from a 5-pound to like say maybe a 20-pound dumbbell tops. If you can go a little heavier if you like. An exercise band for your ankles, a towel, a broomstick. If for one of the programs for the rig, we did use the actual multi-rig as a pull-up bar. So if you had a pull-up bar that you could put in your house, but you could essentially hang from anything, or you could hang from a door jamb if you had to. And the other investment would be possibly like a sandbag, but a regular, like 5-gallon Home Depot bucket, and you're ready to roll.
Excellent. Yeah. So, can you give us some details for those that are just sort of seeing this for the first time and they don't really know what this program that we're talking about is about? How many modules is it? Is it like a 6-week course? Can you tell us some of the details about how the program's meant to be used and what it
Yeah, you
entails?
it's pretty close right there. There's 6 exercise videos that are inspired by 6 different Spartan obstacles. Each of those videos has 3 different difficulty levels that make up an actual 6-week program. When you sign up for the program, now we all know that you have to have your rest and recovery days. So it's not like you're doing every single one every day. So what's great about Daily Burn is they have many other trainers on there that actually do workouts just designed around recovery. So you'll be paired up with one of the other trainers on, say, like your off day, and you get to do yoga with them. You get to do Pilates with them. You get to do all these other fitness, movement-oriented, mobility-oriented recovery exercise modules that'll help keep you moving, keep you sweating, but also help you recover so then you could hop into the next one.
Excellent. That's great. And so do people, if they sign up for the Spartan Daily Burn program, do they get access to the whole Daily Burn repertoire of exercises? So is it just part of the membership or is it a special membership?
I'd have to talk to them a little bit more, but what I believe is like every day you could choose like one workout that gives you your quote unquote daily burn. So once they sign up for the lowest end of the membership, I believe it's like $15 like a month.
Mm-hmm.
They could do Daily Burn Spartan one day and like, hey, you know what? I want a little more variety. I want to go do Bob Harper's from The Biggest Loser.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to go do Anna Garcia's from, a different one. There's another one. They have a whole program for women who are having babies. So they have like a whole different variety of like 15 to like 20 different programs that you could choose from all the time. And that's what's kind of great about this too, is like, we're talking about expanding the consciousness of obstacle course racing around the world. There's a whole Daily Burn community that maybe hasn't been introduced to Spartan. Now the people that have been doing like Bob Harper's program or Ana Garcia's program, now they can come and, work out with us and see what it's like to be a Spartan. And we tried really hard to inject as much of the Spartan culture into the actual workout videos. So when people are doing it, they feel like, yeah, they're getting out there with us and they're actually like kind of training for a race. They're getting ready to do and take that fitness that they're earning and actually put it to good use, as opposed to just, kind of working out just to kind of either lose weight or, fit into a certain dress or, for a guy to fill out a shirt. Like we're actually training with an actual purpose to like go out and like do a race, whether it's for like the 5th time, for the 50th time, or for most people like the first time. So it's a great way to integrate all those people in there. And one other cool part of this is, so far I've been able to like communicate with a lot of people who are actually doing it, because they'll hit me up on social media. They'll hit me up on Instagram at Donoghue Lives, and they'll be like, hey, I just did the hoist workout, or I just did traverse, and it was awesome. I really got a great work. And I get to like communicate back with them, and then ask them, hey, like, when am I going to see you at a race? When can I see you to start line? Let's go hang out. Let's like meet up after a race. So it works into our culture perfectly of, inclusion and meeting all different kinds of new people, and then getting out there and actually like connecting with them. It's been fantastic.
That's awesome. And I would imagine, without seeing all the modules myself, that this is closely related to the SGX Pillars of the Spartans already teaching programs. So did you guys sort of infuse some of those pillars into the workouts, or do you talk about that at all?
We didn't necessarily talk about the pillars, but we certainly used some of the concepts in the philosophy and how I motivated people through. But all of the workouts were designed and approved by SGX.
Gotcha.
So they laid the foundation for this entire program. And then once myself and the director, she was phenomenal. She was Lisa Wheeler, is like the Martin Scorsese like workout videos. I couldn't have done any of this without her and like the amazing team over there. They treated me like gold and were just so kind to me and so professional, and I learned so much from them. But we took it and we slightly tweaked it so it would look better and come across like a little more exciting once it was actually on camera.
Yeah, I would imagine, I know that some of the workouts, one of my favorites going back used to be I had a rock and I would just throw it for like 2 miles on a trail, which cinematically is not that interesting to watch except for when it rolls back down the hill to you. So I'd imagine, yes, you have to make, some changes to make it a little bit more because you still want to watch it. So, and follow along.
Exactly. And the thing is, people will be watching this like, a few times over. So
Exactly.
I got to be honest, like I annoy myself when I talk. So it's kind of like, when you see yourself doing it, you're like, oh my God, did I say that? Like, do I really sound like that? So it's really, out of everyone, it's probably the hardest for me to watch. So the feedback's been great though. People said they've really enjoyed it. And my friends have been like, breaking my chops about it. And like, kind of comparing me to like Richard Simmons, even though I don't have the curly hair anymore. It's kind of funny.
So, and I know that you also are working with Joe DI, and you guys are doing a lot of obstacle tutorials before the 2017 season sort of kicks off again.
Right.
So, with those two things in mind, before I let you go, I just want to know a little bit about, without giving away all the program or anything like that, but what's, just from your point of view as an athlete and trainer, what's one simple thing that we can all implement into our training that will help us succeed on the race course this year? Say you don't have a gym. If I don't have a gym.
For 2007, if you don't have a gym, I think probably the most important thing you could work on this year would be grip strength. Work on that grip strength. So whether it's like picking up a sandbell and just picking it up and working it from side to side and trying to do that for as long as you can. If it's just hanging from a bar for as long as you possibly can, and maybe just moving from hand to hand to work on that grip strength. If it's holding, like you said, like a big stone, just trying to palm it and hold it in your hand for as long as you can, then maybe transfer it to the other. Just doing simple things like that. Even if you're just at work and you don't have a lot, even if you have a tennis ball, and just squeeze that as hard as you can. If you can do that for a half an hour, it's really going to help increase that grip strength. Joe has not told me a lot of what's going on. I'll be perfectly honest, but I just see it coming. That grip strength, just from the trends year to year, is going to be even more essential this year than it ever has been. I see it being vital as an off-season training component needed to be added to your program.
Well, perfect. Well, that's excellent.
That's a little balance.
That's perfect. Thanks. And I mean, it's so basic, yet it's so essential. The grip strength, and it goes beyond. It's really all of our life. It's good to be able to hold yourself up.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Kevin, thanks for joining us again, and thanks for giving us some more info and kind of behind the scenes of what's going on with the new Spartan DailyBurn program.
For sure. And like I said, anybody who's doing it, like, we're all in the same boat. We're all Spartans. Like, I'm no better than you. So hit me up on like Instagram or Facebook, K Donoghue Lives, and we'll talk about it. If you have like, a kick-ass workout that you did, let me know. I want to hear about it. And then I want to hear about it when we see you at races. And before I let you go though, Margaret, thank you for everything you do. Just what you're doing right now. You are probably one of the most important people that we've ever had in obstacle course racing as far as spreading the word, spreading the stoke, making sure that it is put out to the public in a way that's respectful, awesome, and helps grow it. So you're the bomb.
Well, thanks so much. Thanks, Kevin. That just made my day.